What's up, Ghosts and Ghouls? It's the one, the only, JT Ripper, and I'm here with
Todd of Thunder.
And we're back with day 4 of our 31 days of horror movie countdowns, kicking it off with none other than one of probably the greatest family PG-13 movies ever, The Monster Squad.
Absolutely. The Monster Squad is the Goonies of the spooky family.
Spooky.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's if you've never seen the film, it's a group of, it's a club. It's little kids. They're about, 12, 13. Some of them might be a little younger.
A little bit younger, but yeah.
And they form a club called the Monster Squad, and they love all the old Universal monsters, such as Frankenstein, Dracula, the Wolfman, Creature from the Black Lagoon, etc. And they get together, much like a horrible podcast talks about horror films, they get together and geek out over Universal monster movies. And just so happens they figure out that they're real.
They're real, and the Wolfman does indeed have nards.
Bogus.
Bogus. This is like one of the kind of late 80s, 1987, great, one of the greatest, eras in horror movies. But it's such a fun movie. It's fucking hilarious. I mean, the more I watch this movie, the more I love this movie.
Absolutely.
It has such a 80s charm about it. If you're a Goonies fan, like the Thunder said, it's like that, but with monsters in it. And for us growing up, I'm pretty sure I can speak for him, you love the Goonies, but then when you throw Universal Monsters, which I was a huge fan of myself, into it, I love this movie, honestly, more than the Goonies, personally.
Yeah. I'm right there with you. This is one of those films where you can say, growing up, a part of my childhood, this was a go-to movie. No matter how many times you see it, it's always going to strike you, especially as a kid, as being just awesome, And when you grow up and you watch it as an adult, it brings back that nostalgia and you love it even more. So everybody wanted to have a club when they were a kid. Everybody wanted to belong to something. And, I wish that I was a part of a Monster Squad, but now I'm part of a horror podcast, so it all kind of works out in the end.
Yeah, but we're not as cool, though, unfortunately.
No, we're not as cool, and we don't have Frankie, a member of our group.
But you know what is cool? This movie is actually free on Pluto. So you have no reason not to check it out. And for some reason, if it's not on Pluto when you're listening to this, rent it, buy it, love it.
Seek it out.
Seek it out. Seek and watch it. Not seek and destroy like Metallica, but seek and watch it. And as always with this countdown, we're giving you our ratings for this. So I will continue the tradition so far of rating this. And I give this a 5 out of 5 because this is possibly one of my favorite kids' horror movies.
Well, this is the 4th one, and we haven't disagreed yet. I, myself, give this a 5 out of 5. We were talking earlier about how we rank the actual horror movies, but when it comes to these kind of kid family movies that we have mixed in here, we haven't really rated them. So we're kind of doing it on the fly and how we feel about it at this moment, and we have always loved the Monster Squad, and based off of the highly talk that we just gave it, it is a 5 out of 5.
100%. So stay tuned for day 5 coming up, obviously, tomorrow. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. I'm JT Ripper.
And I'm Todd of Thunder saying toodaloo.
And stay spooky.
Bogus.
Wolfman's got nards.